Hey guys, and welcome to another video. This is the weekly update number 9 for the external server with Createch New Horizons. Tons of new changes this week. This will be a lengthy video. And yeah, I actually recorded this once, but yeah, just scrapped that and we'll record again. And I also did some few changes since the last recording. So yeah. So, let's start on this side. Not much changes, but I've completed the rocket and went to the moon, gathered some materials, came back. I'll talk about more about this later, but yeah. This farm, for once, I actually decided to fix everything. As you guys can see, there are no more well blocks with the grass. I mean, there's this one, but probably was because of this guy. So yeah, that's why. But I don't think we'll need this farm here for much longer because um, we are probably going to be switching to the healing axe soon enough. My backlog of foods, oh, not here, but here, our backlog of foods is slowly dying. We only have this left, which is not much. Um, I have materials, I have foods, ingredients, I mean to craft more foods, but yeah, I'm still not sure if I'm going to do that or if I'm actually going to change to the healing axe. I have the healing axe crafted since week number 2 and I've never used it. Um, I'd still say that it was a good investment. It's just that I don't really use it at all because I actually like to craft the foods. But the thing is, at this point, I don't really want to take care of this anymore. So I might change it. I might craft another big batch of foods and just roll with it until we until we have until we don't have any more foods we can craft. So yeah, we still have a big backlog because the delighted meals, the supreme pizzas, and the beef Wellingtons in the Arthur's breakfasts. These all four of these give a lot of food, so we don't really need to eat that often. And also the curry rice is also pretty good. Um, these ones are okay, I guess, and of course the pizza we can upgrade, or I'd like to upgrade, but we don't have the ingredients to upgrade them to the supremes. So yeah, but this was just a bit of a tangent, I guess. But let's start with the actual stuff. For the farms, I mentioned this last time. I ate the farms. I mean, I ate the crops, but soon enough, I think I will just automate this with the bot, so the bot can actually do the breeding for us and get us some crops. I just didn't do it yet because I don't really like computer craft. I don't really want to do it. And from what I found, the bot is a little bit finicky to get it to work correctly. And also, I think this would be, let's say, better optimized if I would do it myself. But the thing is, that takes a really long time and AFK time, and I don't really want to waste time looking at plants grow. So probably not going to do that. But yeah, also we also want to start growing the crops um, as soon as possible because one of the things that's kind of important is of course the sugar beets, which gives us sugar. The thing with the sugar beets is that well, as it gives us oxygen, we don't need to rely anymore on water to get oxygen. And hydrogen, most probably we can also use another source for that, like methane, that we are already getting. I'll show you guys after this. I'll show you guys that. But yeah. So moving on. On this side, you guys can see we also have a new boiler, our third boiler here. This the charcoal for this basically comes from that farm. that I've said in the last time we had spare, so now we have a bunch more machines that are using steam downstairs. So the extra steam provided by this boiler will really help with that. So yeah, I just decided that it was time. We already were producing enough charcoal for this, so it was a pretty easy upgrade, I think. Last but not least, for the uh, upper part, I guess, it's our tree farm. It's no longer here, so now we've got another farming station with peanuts. These actually grow pretty fast, I found. And this will mainly be used for, as you guys can see, we have a full barrel of them. But yeah, this will mainly be used for the seed oil. The seed oil will be used for mostly the alveary, and yeah, that's it. We could also use it for fermented balls, fermented plant balls, to get some other materials. But the stuff we get is not really that good, and we don't really get that much of it. So yeah. And finally, I almost forgot, we also have the bees. I've been trying to get some cultivated, and trying to get some other species in here, trying to get some diligent or some noble. Haven't really been succeeding with that, so yeah. Now I'm just breeding getting some more drones for the forest and the commons, so, and the cultivates as well. So yeah. Now, for the more interesting part, I'd say, which is the actual gragging. So let's start here. We had this before, I think, with the industrial TNT for the rocket, right? So we have some upgrades there, but we'll get to that at the end, because this was actually the last thing I did. So yeah, now this distillation tower can take in both the severely steam craft naphtha, which we were doing before, and also severely steam cracked heavy fuel. The outputs are the same, mostly just the first two levels differ, so it's not really that big of a change to handle both of these in the same tower, and also cracking cracking both fuel fluids in the same oil cracker. So yeah, most of this is the same. I'm probably going to have to upgrade the distillation tower soon, because when the blast furnace is running, I don't think we are producing enough light fuel and heavy fuel to sustain that. Okay, that okay, just casual shit, I guess. Let's move on. We have this setup here now. This is used for the ruby dust. We just input ruby dust with this, and we get sludge, and from that we get basically more chrome, which is really useful. So yeah, this is just a easy way to get more chrome from our ruby. Then moving on. Oh, another addition is that we also have now the second pipe here, which carries our Citin boosted diesel instead of having to move it around with the cells. We have this pipe which goes straight to the tanks, as you guys can see here. So yeah, we are not moving cells anymore. The only thing we are still using cells is for the clean room, which I'm not sure if I'll be doing that. As you guys can see, we still have some cetane. This actually still has some fuel, so we don't really use this that often. But yeah, this might be something we can improve. Maybe add some batteries as well. But yeah, on this side we don't have the steam grinder and the steam oven anymore. We just have this multi-smelter, which is probably the best furnace in modern Minecraft, at least the ones I know. So yeah, basically this can cook up to 4,000 items at a single time. I think it's 4,000. Currently, with our setup, which is night chrome coils and HV energy hatches, we can cook 32 items at a time, and it just takes 6 seconds. The steam oven, I'm not really sure how much time it needed, but it was more than that. And it only cooked it only cooked like 9 atoms at a time, so it's a huge improvement. And yeah, our blast furnace is the same, vacuum freezer is the same, this is the same, this is the same. Now this is new. This is basically our setup to get the titanium. We input the rutile, it gets processed. Most of the stuff in this processing chain is recyclable, so we get the stuff back that we input. The only thing we don't get back, of course, is the rutile, which goes to the titanium, and the other stuff, well, it gets recycled. So yeah, it's as easy as inputting rutile and getting titanium. That's as simple as that. There's also a bauxite line which we can do. I don't think it's that good, but I'll have to check. I'll probably just do it for fun if I actually do it. Which allows us to get more rutile from our bauxite. Which right now bauxite I'd say it's pretty bad. We need like almost 40 to get 2, which is not really that worth. But if we do the bauxite processing line, it's a little bit better, I think. It's this one with the bauxite slurry. It's a little bit better, it's not that better. This needs an oil cracker. And we get this stuff, but we need to input also the aluminium hydroxide, which I don't think we get back from here. There might be a way to craft it. Sodium aluminate, but this requires another chemical reactor, which I'd say there's a way to get this from alumina, or maybe not, so that will be a pain, I guess. But yeah, the main thing is this bauxite slag, which yeah allows us to get a full rutile. But I didn't really do the calculations to see how much more we get. And I also didn't find any flowchart on the GTNH Discord, so if I'm going to adventure on this processing line, I will probably need a flowchart for that, since it's quite complex, and I want to make sure I can actually recycle as much stuff as possible. So yeah, moving on. This was basically most of the stuff I had to show. Just missing, of course, this setup here, which is for the silicon rubber. I already have, actually I have more than I thought I have. So yeah, this is kind of simple. So basically we have our main chemical reactor here, which is doing this recipe here. So we take raw aluminum, which we have in this barrel up here. We take methane, which we are producing in the distillation tower on the other side, and we have chlorine and of course water. So the water is fully recyclable. The chlorine is like 3/4 of this chlorine is recyclable, and of course the methane we can just input, it comes from that stuff. And yeah, the raw silicon we need to input as well. So yeah, this gives us of course the polydimethyl dimethyl siloxane, which with a little bit of sulfur gives us the silicon rubber, which we are doing here. The hydrochloric acid is being electrolyzed here. Part of it gets oxygen, other part goes to chlorine. And for the diluted stuff, which is this stuff here, basically this gets sent to the distillation tower at my right, and gets us all of our water back, and also hydrochloric acid. And of course this goes again to here and gets processed. So yeah, we lose a bucket of the 4, we lose a bucket of chlorine in each cycle, which is a bit annoying, but I don't think it's the end of the world, I guess. It could be way worse. So yeah, that's mainly it for this week. A lot of changes. Actually have been a very productive week, I'd say. Really happy with it. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.